All right, hello. I'm going to go through some things that I picked up from learning Japanese off and on over these years. I guess this is going to be a totally subjective thing. I think everybody learns differently, and if has come across things that they liked and didn't like, this is just some of my suggestions. So maybe you can try it. If it doesn't work for you, look for other things. And I think I have a problem with my sound card. I believe the stereo audio function isn't working, and that kind of makes sense because my other interest is music, and noticing recording some of the music that the sound wasn't quite full like it used to be. So I think maybe one of the channels on this sound card is bad, but I guess I have another one ordered, so that should be coming in sometime this week. But anyway, to get back to the Japanese language learning, probably like a lot of you, I started with the Japanese for Busy People series. Started taking lessons at the local Japan America Society, so we went through this series. I guess it was probably a good starting material to go through, but I never really did like the material a whole lot or found it that interesting. But it served its purpose, I think. I think when I was in Japan for a business trip, I went to the Kinokuniya bookstore and found this book, Japanese for Everyone, and it came with some cassette tapes. I would recommend looking into this book if you're starting off learning Japanese. I think the material really kept my interest, and thought it was well written, and it went through a lot of good information to start off with. This is from the japanshop.com page. It doesn't look like they actually carry it, but you can get it from Amazon. And just a comment, this is, I believe it comes now with some CDs. I'm not positive about that, but I know I have the earlier edition of this book. And so you can check on Amazon. I don't know why the cover shows up like this. I believe it should be different, but if you've ever been to Amazon, you can click different thing, click to blow up the image and look inside the book, that kind of thing. I think a lot of other people start off with the Genki series by Japan Times. I've heard and read a lot of good reports about this series, and you may be actually going through this now, and if you are, I'd probably recommend continuing through it. I never went through it, but this has read comments from people saying they like it and they've learned a lot by going through it. Again, you can order this from japanshop.com or from amazon.com. This will be a good series, and here Japan Shop has a little video that you can watch about the Genki series. If you're looking for something after that for like intermediate level, I would highly recommend this Integrated Approach to Intermediate Japanese. The newer edition comes with 2 CDs. I guess the book I bought a number of years ago. Actually never went through it. I'm starting to do that now. But mine doesn't have the CDs. Looks like they've revised it, and it says revised edition and updated different things in the book. So you can check that out. Go to the japanshop.com, and has some pictures of what some of the pages look like in the book. So highly recommend it. I guess for $53, it may seem a little expensive, but with the 2 CDs, and you're probably going through this book for, depending how fast you go through it, for a year or so. So it's really not that bad. So besides these books, I have an iPod Touch that I use a whole lot, and just some of the applications that I've found that are useful for me for studying Japanese. One is called Wakaru. Allows you to pull up web pages or input text. And the neat thing about it is you can highlight different words that you're reading on the screen, and it will show up in a dictionary here at the bottom. So it makes reading a lot quicker. You don't have to pull up a hard copy dictionary or an electronic dictionary to look up words. It also has a built-in feature where you can save words to a word list and then study those later. Really good application. So for $4, I definitely get that. Japanese is a dictionary for the iPod Touch, and it's an application, but it's really more than that. I guess it has a handwriting character recognition feature you can enable. draw pictures of the kanji, and it'll look those up in the built-in dictionary. Also has a stroke order illustration that you can pull up for kanji, as well as a built-in flashcard program, and you can make study lists and look those up, review those in the flashcard. Definitely highly recommended. So for $10, I'm pretty much indispensable when I'm watching, say, trying to watch some Japanese on video. If I don't know a word, I'll just pull this up and look it up in this dictionary. Another app I found useful, I'm trying to learn more vocabulary. For me, that seems to be a limiting factor, is this J Sensei. I believe it has, I don't know, it says, I guess, nearly 10,000 words, but it's built into different units or chapters. You start off, it drills you with the different words. Nice different various options you can use to study with. Basic flashcard. It also has a sentence tester. Will have blanks for you to fill in the particles. Has a matching game application. I really like this too. And another one I recently found is called Japanese 2000. Pretty much bare bones, basic vocabulary word drilling program, but I like it because it's simple and not that complicated. Start off clicking here, learn the first 200 words. It'll basically pull up the word, and you have to pick the right meaning of the word. Gives you some choices below, keeps track of what you've done. Pretty simple, and there's a sister program to this that drills you on the 2,000 more words. And as far as kanji, I guess I found this book, Kanji Pictographics, fairly good. Started going through this when I was starting to learn the kanji, still grappling with it. Definitely not there, but found this useful to look at the pictures to try to describe parts of the kanji or what the kanji may mean, and I found it helpful. So these are just some of my suggestions. You may talk to somebody else, and they'll most likely have different suggestions that or books and learning material that they would recommend. But check it out, look it over, and decide for yourself what works best for you. Just an aside, I guess for learning kanji, I just found reading material over and over again, and once you see the kanji, so many times it starts sinking in to me that it works best instead of just the rote repetition, trying to write it down and memorize it. I guess seeing it in context in a compound word seems to work better for me, but for other people, they may be different. So that's it for now. Have a good day.